Raquel on Recovery to Wellness. Thank you for coming back to my channel, if you're new. I guess if you're not new. Thank you for coming back to my channel if you're a regular viewer, and if you're not and you're new, hi, I'm Raquel. Nice to meet you. I want to talk about this video. It's kind of like a follow-up to my life update video, and that my life update video, okay, so it's currently March 14th, 2023, let's get that out of the way. I am going to be talking about some of the recovery-based things in my current recovery journey, and this is going to be all the stuff that is, like, helping me and getting me through a hard time that I went through recently at work. And the super short version of it is, I was really struggling one of my last shifts at work at a psych hospital that I work at called Althea, and I was really struggling, and now I'm in this sort of, so they call from a relapse prevention group I went to in my DATE program, relapse is defined as a worsening of symptoms after a period of stability. So for me, I was stable. I got back to being stable again for like a solid, like at least 3 weeks or so. And then this hard kind of instance happened, and it really just knocked me out. It just knocked me out. I'm out. I was like, oh, I'm out. like definitely rush. Emotion mind was fully in process, but I also have learned DBT, and I know the skills, and so I want to talk about what skills I've been using, what's been working, what am I going to do for my recovery standing from this point on, and how am I going to grab everything I have to, like, get my bags and run out the door and catch my bus to get on the airplane to fly to the new location of recovery. I don't know. I'm making up metaphors now, but yeah, so if you are new to my channel, I guess, I talk a lot, and I talk about mental health recovery, and I am a proud mental health advocate, and I use the term mental health advocate more so in real life because I do a lot of advocacy work with NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I live in Massachusetts, so I'm in the Massachusetts chapter. I also work at a psych hospital. I've been a psych patient before. I mean, just recently been a psych patient before, like this year, so I'm within the field. I'm not a therapist, though, and I'm not a crisis counselor. I'm not a crisis service, definitely not. But that is kind of what you need to know about me. I live with various mental health conditions, and I'm just trying to plug my way through and share my story and try to use those I statements as much as I can. I might slip into we statements. If I slip into you statements, correct me. Feel free to do that. Also, my channel is I'm pretty open about things, so, like, I don't go into, like, specific methods or, like, specific medications or specific even hospital names and stuff like that, but I'm open on the channel. Discussion is important to me, so if you ever feel like you want to voice things and such, feel free to drop it in the comments or find me on other socials or whatever it might be. Unless I've, like, blocked you or something, which rarely happens, but, you know, could happen, I suppose. So, okay, let's just jump in. Today's Tuesday. It's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. I worked on this little schedule for myself today, which I have predominantly not followed. It never snowed, I don't think, which is annoying because I really wanted to snow. But I had things, I had a crisis on Sunday, and I'm safe, and if I'm not safe, I'll go to the hospital, or before I get unsafe, I'll go to the hospital, just full on. So, it's okay. Today I have been able to read a little bit, so I have been reading my NAMI book, not sponsor. I've been reading this. I'm gonna read more of it tonight. I'm filming a video. I'm going to edit a video later. I'm gonna work on trying to edit and upload it. Depending on which one I choose, it might be easier, harder, I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a music thing, so reading a book. I want to color. I have a drawing I can show you, and yeah. I want to do some gaming because also update recovery, I guess, kind of thing. I didn't know Ori and the Blind Forest is a game on the Nintendo Switch that I have played. I haven't finished it by far. but I have played it. I haven't finished... Alright, cool. I actually hit the pause button this time. Good job, Raquel. Improvement. And... oh, Ori and the Blind Forest is a game on the Nintendo Switch, which I actually really adore because it actually gave me the option of whether to play it easy, medium, or hard. And I'm not very good at gaming, so I chose easy. Easy mode is still really hard for me. I have not played any games on my Switch for at least 5 months, maybe. Thanks, perfectionism. So I haven't done that yet. But I thought for some reason, I knew Ori and the Blind Forest existed, and I knew Ori and the Will of the Wisps existed. I always, for some reason, thought that the Blind Forest was the sequel to the Will of the Wisp. However, it is not. Ori and the Blind Forest is the first part, and then the sequel is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And going into this weekend, I found out that Ori and the Will of the Wisp, the sequel, was on sale for like 80% off. So it's originally $30. I probably won't have this out by the time it actually comes, like this video out by the time I'm filming it, and but anywho, the sale would end March 14th at 11:59 p.m. EST, and it went from like originally being $30 to like $6, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna buy that. So even though I haven't finished the Blind Forest one, I wound up getting, like, Sunday night, I think I wound up getting the, Will of the Wisps one, so I have that one now, too. And I had to get, like, another, SD card for my Switch and stuff, because I got too much stuff. But now I have so many games on it now that, like, I actually have, like, the little button where you can, like, look at your whole library of all the games you have, so that's exciting. Moving up in the world, I guess, you know? But, yeah, so I'm planning to do some gaming tonight, at least, so I think that'll be fun. I also have other games, which actually I think I've talked about in a live stream before. If I remember what live stream it was, I'll link it down below, because I've totally fangirled about different games and all of that. Speaking of live streams, I'm thinking of actually trying to go live this weekend, so here's hoping for that. What else? I want to maybe I'll try to actually update some of my fanfiction, because I worked on some fanfiction this weekend, so maybe I can type it up and update a story, you know? What was I talking about? I don't know. I don't remember. So I'm gonna share this drawing that I started doing. So in this folder I actually have some of the printouts of my own groups that I do at Althea. For instance, I got this one. I think I have these two. Yeah. So I worked on most of this back in February, but this is the anthology to Acceptance is a Powerful Wave, which is this image. And I want to do videos just on my groups, and particularly this one, in the future. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. But, I actually referenced this. I referenced this quote today, and I believe it so much, is that you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending, by C.S. Lewis. Like, love that quote. I've actually referenced it in another group before of mine, and maybe I'll even read this out. Fuck it. Why not film that too? I'm gonna film everything today. Man. Can you believe I don't actually have... I'm just overly ambitious, I swear. I'm just a very ambitious person. But it's good. It's good. Like, it can be good. I mean, it can be perfectionistic. I'm trying to move from perfectionism to high achiever. High achiever is way better. So, I actually started this drawing today. I forgot I actually brought all my actual crayons with me. Ooh, that's what I forgot in my backpack. But, so this is a pillar. And it has two meanings, but for now, the pillar is there. That's a pillar. And in self-esteem group today at program, at passages, we talked about how there is this excerpt. I forget what book it's from, honestly, but chapter 2 is the meaning of self-esteem. And it talks about how there's two pillars to self-esteem: self-efficacy and self-respect. And I'll read this out for you guys. Self-respect means assurance of my value, an affirmative attitude toward my right to live and be happy, comfort in appropriately asserting my thoughts, wants, and needs, the feeling that joy and fulfillment are my natural birthright. And self-efficacy means confidence in the functioning of my mind, in my ability to think, understand, learn, choose, and make decisions. Confidence in my ability to understand the facts of reality that fall within the sphere of my interests and needs, self-trust, and self-reliance. You have these two pillars to self-esteem, and if one is down, like say this one's down, and you try to load something on top of that pillar, it's not going to work because it's going to be lopsided. So you need both. And for me, at least, I struggle the most with self-efficacy. I struggle with, I can be in crisis and keep myself behaviorally safe and not act on my thoughts or my emotions behaviorally in like a self-harm, suicidality kind of way. Yet I still don't fully trust myself, in a sense. Or I don't see my not acting on it as trustworthy. Like, it seems... I guess I still see myself as a very real threat to myself, even if I don't want to act on it, or there are reasons that are preventing me from acting on it. Like, even though I have protective factors, I still see myself as still uncontrollable, or like this like hurricane, and the next wind is gonna come and the whole house is gonna be ripped apart, and like that, I guess that helplessness in a sense. So for me, I struggle with, yes, I can actually keep myself safe, but I don't see that, like my reality, the version of things playing out in my head is not the same as what reality in this physical world is, in a sense. And I have to work on being able to say, to have that dialectic where in my head everything is a hurricane, and outside of myself everything's fine. Like, life is continuing on, I'm continuing on, and I can not want to continue on and still continue on anyways. And so I think that's something I have to work on. That's definitely something I have to be able to be like, hey, okay, yeah, I'm having this thought, yeah, I'm having this feeling, but feelings aren't facts. Feelings are not facts. You know, these thoughts are just thoughts. I'm actually safe. It's currently this day, this time. I'm safe. I'm going to keep myself safe. I'm going to reach out to this thing. I'm going to reach out to this person. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to hold an ice pack. I'm going to do a guided imagery. I'm going to use my coping skills. And also, and as the crisis fades, recognize, hey, I also did all those things. I chose recovery. I chose to keep myself safe. I chose to defy my brain even when my brain was out to get me. And I made that choice, and that is my power. That is my recovery. My recovery is my responsibility, and I have chosen the recovery, and I have chosen to do those things because that's what I have control over. I have control over my choices. I have control over my actions. I always have a choice. I am capable of making that choice. I am not fragile. I can trust myself. I can be strong. I can be going through something hard and maybe wanting to end all the things and still sit with that and be like, you know what? Right now I'm just feeling despair. Right now I feel anxiety. Right now I feel frustration. Right now I feel like I want to take it out on something or someone. And I'm not. And I'm going to change that feeling and make it constructive. And make it not destructive, but constructive to what I'm going through. How do I name it? How do I feel it? How do I interact with it a little bit differently to come out the other side and watch it pass, as all thoughts and emotions will do naturally. So that's very insightful. I like that a lot. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, so the pillars, so the pillar for this, I was thinking of self-efficacy kind of stuff, and then I wrote recovery excellence on top. and I did a sun on my glitter gel pens, so I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, it's all glittery. And I'm going to write here a blurb of all the ways so far I have been choosing recovery and choosing that light and choosing to still be a motherfucking badass and just stay here and just, you know, all the build mastery skills I'm using. And, you know, I think I've mentioned here, I think I mentioned in this video I'm not a therapist and stuff, but just in case we're confused, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a crisis service, I'm just up here with my own lived experience, expertness, and just like conveying what I'm learning and what I'm trying to change and make better, and maybe in the process of me changing and making better of my own life, it can help to inspire other people to do the same kind of thing, where we can all be little lighthouses on recovery to wellness, and we can just, you know, just be like a little, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do a blurb on this, I just haven't done it yet. So that is that. And another, I actually did a while ago, I think, gosh, okay, so I did this back in February. I haven't finished it, but this was like a version of like, sort of like the signs and like symptoms of like when I'm struggling and symptomatic. I did this in crayon. I liked how this one came out more, but it's fine. And then what I had done, which is what that's from, is I did this in February as well. I did Recovery Raquel, which is my sort of like tagline in a sense. And I did all the sort of, what does it mean to be Recovery Raquel? And how does that, what are the characteristics, what are the values that involve that? And I can honestly film a separate video just on this as well. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Write it in the comments. I also have this from when I was in the hospital about my group. I try to do this from memory on my my group, my values, my purpose, my why. So this was the sort of version I had started from when I was in the hospital in January of this year. So, which is similar to the other image as well. So yeah, so I have also extra paper now, which I'm excited about. I thought, I was thinking I could copy this, but I think I might be able to take a picture and then print out the picture from like from my computer and stuff. Okay, oh my gosh. It's already 18 minutes. How does this happen? I swear I talk so much. I don't know. How though? So some homework I'm gonna do a check the facts from the situation. This is about change. This article was on change that we talked about today in self-care group. Honestly, I'm feeling really like positive about how everything in life changes and nothing stays the same and no one or no thing is permanent, and how really liberating and positive that can be, because it means that the darkness doesn't always last forever, and it means that things can get better and things can be really dark and then they can improve. Like this quote from a group I have also done, "But without the darkness we never see the stars." So this is from my group, Duality of Recovery, like in life. So I'm gonna color that in too, but I haven't done it yet. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, we went over the rest of the emotional regulation words and stuff. We did that. We went over, I did this, I think emotion regulation group today. We talked about codependency. That was interesting. I did the behavior, I started this actually Monday, the behavior chain analysis sort of thing. I struggled with the target behavior though, because I did not engage in self-harm or suicidality. So I don't know exactly what would be my target behavior. Like, what am I trying to not do? Because I guess maybe I could do the not saying it, but I don't know, it all depends. Well, so that's one. I also, we have this, that's actually we're going over tomorrow. We're doing the please skills, so I have to fill that out for today. I have have a little bit of this to do, the build mastery thing, because I have to update that. So I have a few homework assignments, honestly. That's what we're learning. What is, oh yeah, this one. Oh, this is the information about, ways to combat avoidance, and then the perfectionism versus high achievement. And this is all about the pitfalls of, like, perfectionism, and this is about what a high achiever is, so that's interesting. Maybe I'll actually do something with that later. Put it over there. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you guys for right now, at least. Honestly, I might just end this video here, because I know that there were a few really good gems in that tangent that I went on. So, we should save it save it forever, keep it forever, and just have that be what it be. So yeah, so I'm gonna end this video here because that was really good, and then I'll do maybe one more video before I do like crayon stuff. I'll do one more video where I'll talk about this one particular verse in Demi Lovato's Happy Ending song. I love that song. So okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble, or just ramble and tangents and talking and excited, and then also like inspired and like empowered, because now I feel better. I feel really good now too. Like I feel like more, yeah, like actually, okay, I'm getting a sore throat. Not a sore throat, but like a dry throat. Oh, I have water. But getting like, just more like invested in my own recovery, and hopefully I can model that, which is also going into the next video, what I want to talk about. By the way, can I just say that I've been having Flowers by Miley Cyrus stuck in my head for like 2 days now. I can't get it out. I will still always love Flowers by Lauren Spencer Smith a little bit more, though, I have to say. Alright, this is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting with this video in any way that you did. I appreciate it. What are some skills that you're using in your own life right now, in your recovery? Let's focus on the recovery side of things, what we can control, what we can do, even if it's just to take back the next 5 minutes, or take back the next half hour. Leave that down below. I would love to hear your conversation, your thoughts, your whatever. And, yeah, we can chat and stuff, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe, take care, be well, much love and light to you. You haven't fully seen, but I think you've probably noticed that the light is fading. It's almost sunset now, but yes, and Iron Man is right there. Thank you so much. Alright, I will see you soon.
I can see a lighthouse through the smoke. Everything is lost, I know.